Space cowboy, just play that track.
Hey guys, so I'm finally back after about a month and a half of not doing a video, simply because there has not been really a lot happening in the world of Gaga. But hopefully there will be soon, and I'll be making another video about that. But in the meantime, I thought I would do a music tag video because it's different and fun, and like the questions look really interesting. So this is going to be a video about music and music I like and the music that I've got in my iTunes. So without further ado, let's get it started. Question 1. My favourite band / artist of the moment. Well, excluding Gaga because she is my ultimate fave right now. The band that I'm listening to the most at the moment is a band called Cut Copy. They're like an electro synth dance band from Australia, and they've got a new album out, or their newest album called Free Your Mind. It is literally the most ethereal, subterranean sounding music, and it literally frees my mind. Literally, like, I feel so, my mind is just cleansed when I'm listening to this album. It's sort of like a mix between sort of Hot Chip and MGMT and Justice, like all mingled in together. And it's so amazing. Like, I can just put headphones into my ears and just forget about the world and just be lost in this music, because it's just so ethereal, and I can't even describe it. It's just like, there's a few tracks on there called Let Me Show You Love and We Are Explorers, which I think was a single, and it, like, the sounds produced are just so electric, and I just love it. I love that style of music. So at the moment, my favourite artist right now has got to be Cut Copy. Question 2. One band that you always come back to. I gotta say, I really, from a young age, I've always really liked the band Muse. Like, they were the first band that I got really into when I was like 16, and I went to go see them live, and it was my first concert that I ever went to in 2006 when their Black Holes and Revelations album came out. And they were like so good, and I think they won Best Live Act at the Brits a couple of times, and they are literally mind-blowing live. There's just like, all of it is just like lights and spectacle, and like the staging is incredible, and they just like rock out on guitars, and it's literally so amazing. And like, there are a few tracks on one of my favourite album of theirs, which is Black Holes and Revelations, called Map of the Problematic, and I think Take a Bow and Starlight. It's just so good. It's just what made me an indie kid, and made me really get into like alternative rock music when I was a teenager. So I gotta say Muse, and also Britney Spears, because when I was 10 years old, I freaking loved Hit Me Baby One More Time. It was like, I lived for that song so much. And let's be honest, Britney does have a lot of iconic songs in her back catalogue, let's be honest. So it's gotta be Muse and Miss Britney Spears. Question 3. Favourite movie soundtrack? I don't really have a specific like movie that I like just have downloaded all the songs off, but I went to go see 500 Days of Summer a few years ago. I can't remember when it was out, but the songs from that movie are pretty good. I remember downloading some of the songs from that film because it had like a few really classic songs in there, like Wolf Mother and Regina Spektor and Hall and Oates and songs like that, and I just thought the soundtrack really fitted in, and like, it was really summery music because that's when it came out. Yeah, 500 Days of Summer soundtrack's pretty good, and also I guess the Moulin Rouge soundtrack's pretty good as well, because Those are sort of like reinvented songs and covers. So I guess 500 Days of Summer and Moulin Rouge, those would be mine. Question 5, the most embarrassing song that you've downloaded. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say they're embarrassing. I'd say they were guilty pleasures, more than embarrassing. But I gotta say, I got a few Spice Girls songs on my iPod, as well as like a few songs from Tattoo. You know, All the Things She Said and Not Gonna Get Us. Yes, I just love like listening to that when no one else is around, and yeah. But yeah, I guess those two. Like, who doesn't love the Spice Girls though? Let's be honest. The top 3 most played songs on my iTunes. I'm gonna have to open up my iTunes for this. Let's have a look. The most played. Okay, this is interesting. The number 1 most played track with 87 plays so far is Applause by Lady Gaga. Not surprising. The second most played track with 68 plays is Venus by Lady Gaga. And track number 3, which is not surprising in the least if you know me at all, is Judas by Lady Gaga with 42 plays. That's impressive. I gotta say. I'm proud of that. I'm damn proud of that. Little monster through and through. I think we're on question 7, I think. Favourite concert you've attended? Okay, well, I have got to say, even though I've been to quite a lot of festivals in my time and lots of gigs, I gotta say that the Born This Way Ball tops everything, because it was so liberating, and everything about it, from the staging to the outfits, the lighting, the music, the songs, the props, the atmosphere, the crowd and the fans, just everything about going to that show was just, it meant so much to me, and the energy and the emotion that like was erupting from the stadium. I went to 2 of those shows. It just proves how much of an impact it had on me personally, and it just was so incredible. I mean, like, if you ever find an artist in your life that you really connect with and you find that you get really attached to because of like the message and the meaning and everything about them, it just means so much more to you when you go and see them live, and it's just so meaningful, and the friends that you make and everything. I mean, I know I've said it before in loads of my other videos, but it's got to be hands down the Born This Way Ball as my favourite concert. Has to be. Penultimate question is, most underrated musician in your opinion? Let me think. Yeah, I had to give her a little bit of promo because, in my opinion, I think she is quite underrated, and her last 2 albums have been really pretty good, like, in terms of standards, and like, I think Marina, like, her ideas are pretty close to original, and I think that her music videos are really well thought out, and her sort of transition from sort of like, it's sort of like quite underground pop, and she sort of like, with her last album, Electra, I thought it was really clever how she sort of moved from underground to sort of doing sort of slightly different electronic pop sort of stuff. But it was sort of like I said before that she and Lady Gaga are sort of like two sides of the same coin, where Marina does slightly different stuff, and then Gaga's just like obviously like way bigger. But if I think Marina should get way more attention than she's getting, because I think she's actually really talented and she's really good, and yeah, basically I think Marina and the Diamonds, most definitely an underrated artist who should definitely be getting more like recognition than she is actually getting, because I just think that she deserves it and she's really talented. So Marina and the Diamonds, who is one of my favourite artists still. Last question is favourite quote or song lyric. I've got a couple. I don't really have like one specific song lyric, but Marry the Night, the first like verse in that song, it goes, I'm gonna marry the night, I won't give up on my life, I'm a warrior queen, live passionately tonight. I think that's quite a strong lyric, and it's quite inspirational, and it just sort of tells you to keep going and not give up. And also there's a lyric in a Queen song called Innuendo, and I first listened to this album, it's from their Greatest Hits 2 album. It's a song called Innuendo, and there's like a sort of prequel of like a mariachi guitar sort of sounding instrumental before like there's this amazing sort of bridge verse, and Freddie Mercury just goes, you can be anything you want to be, just turn yourself into anything you think that you could ever be free with your tempo, be free, surrender your ego, be free to yourself. And then it breaks into this absolutely amazing epic thrash guitar bridge moment that goes on for like a minute, and it's so amazing. I just love it. It just really sticks. It is like the center of the whole song, and that song, the rest of the lyrics in that song like have such a message to it, and it really helped me like during my teenage years. Like I used to listen to Queen tons and tons and tons with my friend, and yeah, that lyric in particular just really, it just sounds so uplifting. Yeah, I can't really think of any other lyrics right now. I'm sure there's probably like a ton of Gaga lyrics that I can pull out and tell you why that they're so meaningful, but those are just a couple that stand out for me in my opinion. So yeah. Okay, so that's the music tag video. People I want to see do this video is Nick12604, I want to see him do one. Also, That's Nathan on YouTube. Living the Gaga Life, Nick, I want to see you do one as well. And Lee, who is Coco Lee on YouTube, I want to see him do one as well, because I think he's got some great music taste, so I want to see him do one. And anyone else who watches this video, feel free to do a music tag and say that I tagged you, because it'll be fun and I want to see what everyone thinks. As always, rate, comment and subscribe down here. I want to know what your opinions are, what your feedback is. I want to know what your favourite bands and music is. So yeah, my next video, I'm not sure when will be, because I don't know when Gaga's going to get off her ass and do some album promoting. So other than doing music updates and Gaga collection updates, I'm not sure when I'll be back. So if you have any questions, or if you want me to do a video, then put them down in the comments and I'll make sure I do it, and I'll make sure I respond to you. But thanks so much for watching my videos, it means a lot to me. I love it when you leave me such nice comments, it's really nice just to read. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in another video. Bye! Gaga, I didn't mean to shade you. I swear, God, I didn't mean to shade you. I'm so sorry, Gaga. I didn't mean to. I swear.